I've been holding a lot of shit in lately. Man, I just had like a 3.5 hour cry.
In recent years, Sean Diddy Combs has been trying out a new name, Brother Love. However, it's important to know that he's had some serious trouble with violence going way back to the 1990s. Now, 2024 seems to be a tough year for him, as it's rumored that the Hollywood industry is going to be a rough place for him. With many artists and celebrities coming out to expose Diddy over the years, the story is that Diddy seems to be afraid that he would have to face the consequences of his alleged actions.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
As the story goes, due to the fear of losing his reputation, fame, and money, his health is significantly affected. Reportedly, Diddy's recent days haven't been easy. Once full of life and energy, this 50-plus-year-old mogul now seems like a shadow of his former self. From losing millions in lawsuits to even losing the lady that some refer to as his beloved pet, Young Miami.
Come on, let's get up, let's go. But I had me a 3.5 hour cry. God is good.
Diddy has faced one setback after another. Recently, he allegedly had a health scare in the early hours of the morning. Reports say he was rushed to the hospital after suffering from an extreme migraine following a post-Grammy party. Diddy had hosted a bash at the Playboy Mansion, but sadly, he reportedly fell ill soon after leaving. He was taken to the emergency room at UCLA Hospital when his entourage became extremely concerned about his health. A source told reporters that Diddy's alleged migraine actually wasn't related to what happened at Hugh Hefner's mansion. He was apparently treated at the medical center and then released. Many people once believed it was Diddy's tireless work ethic, from music and fashion to his liquor brands, that took a toll on his health. But as it turns out, there are now claims that it was really those wild parties that shut his body down. It's true that stress can make you age faster, and Diddy has been dealing with a lot lately, from lawsuits to damaging allegations that have taken a toll on his reputation.
Diddy made a lot of people mad and upset. And he may be losing some of his power.
However, it seems that things took a turn for the worse. Several lawsuits piled against Diddy, including his ex-girlfriend and R&B singer Cassie, who accused Diddy of non-consensual activities with her in a lawsuit filed in New York. They settled the suit out of court the next day, but then 3 more women came forward with the same allegations against him in their lawsuits. One of them said Combs and another record executive forced himself upon her when she was just 17. Tiffany Red, a friend of Cassie's, wrote an open letter in Rolling Stone backing up Cassie's claims. She said, "I'm one of the friends mentioned in her lawsuit, specifically from the night of her 29th birthday, as detailed in the section labeled Mr. Combs forces Miss Ventura into S." She further said, "She later told me you made her have a freak off," which Cassie described in her lawsuit as an arrangement where you would make her perform S acts with male S workers. That night, "The reason you called me Emotional Singing Bee was because you were listening to new songs we wrote during the freak-off that had begun after you came to get her earlier that night. I am disturbed to my core by this." However, if Diddy thought that after settling the case with Cassie he would be able to get away, he might be living in his little bubble, as just 5 days after their case was settled, another woman came forward. A former Syracuse University student sued Combs, claiming he drugged, forced himself upon her, and recorded her, then showed the tape to others. According to sources, the lawsuit alleges that in 1991, after dinner in Harlem, Combs took her to a studio where he A her when she couldn't stand or walk. The suit says a friend later told her he saw the video with other men. Combs' representative denied the allegations, calling them a money grab. Later, on November 23rd, a second accuser filed a lawsuit against Combs alleging A. In this new suit, a woman claims that Combs and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall forced themselves upon her and a friend in 1990 or 1991. She also alleges that Combs attacked her again a few days later at a home where she was staying, becoming violent and choking her until she passed out. The complaint states that Combs was worried about the friend revealing what happened, so he A the woman. That's not all. Diddy has also been a suspect in the M of Tupac Shakur. On September 7, 1996, Tupac Shakur and Death Row Records bigwig Suge Knight were living it up at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, all geared up to witness Mike Tyson's epic boxing showdown. Tyson didn't disappoint, knocking out Bruce Seldon in just under 2 minutes. But as the adrenaline from the fight starts to cool down, trouble brews in the parking lot. Travin Lane, rolling with Knight's crew, spots Orlando Anderson, a member of the rival Southside Crips gang. Earlier that year, Anderson tried to mess with Lane in a Foot Locker in Lakewood, California. Lane spills the beans to Tupac, who wastes no time and punches Anderson. The whole scuffle is caught on camera, with Knight and others jumping in to lend Tupac a hand. As if that wasn't enough drama for one night, things take a deadly turn later on. Tupac and Knight cruise towards Club 662, Knight's spot, when a white Cadillac pulls up alongside them. Before they know it, shots ring out from the Cadillac, hitting Tupac 4 times. Despite fighting for his life, Tupac passed away 6 days later at the University Medical Center of Southern Nevada, leaving behind a legacy that still echoes through the ages, all at the young age of 25. Before Davis's recent arrest, various theories were proposed to explain Tupac's ME theories, suggested that Sean P. Diddy Combs, head of Bad Boy Records, Tupac's East Coast rivals, organized the shooting, with Knight possibly being an intended target as well. Diddy has consistently denied any involvement in Tupac's M. In 2018, Eminem addressed the rumor on his diss track aimed at Machine Gun Kelly titled K-Shot. But Kells, the day you put out a hit's the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got Pac-Ked. However, later in the same song, Eminem walks back the controversial allegation, adding, "You know I'm just playing Diddy. You know I love you." Many fans speculated that Eminem was subtly alluding to something that could be true but couldn't be openly discussed, possibly because Diddy's power and fame made many people hesitant to speak out openly. However, to clear things from his side, Diddy posted on his social media, "Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth." Despite Diddy denying the allegations, Diddy's absence at the Grammys also sparked numerous conspiracies, with many rumors suggesting that the Grammys had officially canceled him. One of Sean's representatives told The Hollywood Reporter that he won't be at the Grammy Awards this year, as he's dealing with some serious allegations of SA. Even though Combs got a nomination for Best Progressive R&B Album for his project, the Love album Off the Grid, in November 2023, many people have been wondering about Diddy's excuse for hiding from the public. Usually, nominees receive invitations to the ceremony shortly after the nominations are announced. About a month ago, the Recording Academy mentioned in a statement that they were looking into whether Combs would be invited to the Grammys. A representative from the Recording Academy said, "We are taking this matter very seriously, and we are in the process of evaluating it with the time and care that it deserves." Even though Diddy didn't attend the Grammy, there was chaos because nobody wanted to be seated near Diddy at the Grammys. Stars are reportedly requested to be placed far away from him due to recent allegations, and he's facing backlash as a result. This seating dilemma has thrown the Grammy organizers into chaos, as they usually only have to worry about managing the egos of the stars. However, in light of the allegations against Diddy, several celebrity agents have asked for their clients to be seated away from him. Not only that, but many of Diddy's close friends have also started to distance themselves from him, perhaps sensing the trouble he's getting into. Due to the allegations against him in late November 2023, Diddy temporarily stepped down as chairman of Revolt, the media company he founded in 2013. Although he hadn't been actively involved in the day-to-day operations of the business before, the company made this announcement. The company said, "The decision helps to ensure that Revolt remains steadfastly focused on our mission to create meaningful content for the culture and amplify the voices of all Black people throughout this country." Capital Prep Harlem, the charter school Diddy opened in 2016, also revealed that it would be severing ties with the music mogul. This decision reflects concerns about a lack of morality that extends beyond just hip-hop, even touching institutions like the church. Diddy is facing a storm of troubles, losing everything at once. It must have felt like a living nightmare, which might have caused him to get sick, end up in the hospital, and skip the Grammys. It's a lot for anyone to handle all at once. However, the Grammys this year were anything but usual, as Jay-Z suddenly cancels the Rock Nation brunch. The brunch tradition began in 2011 and took a pause in 2021 and 2022 due to the pandemic. However, it made a strong comeback last year, with a massive turnout of attendees. Everyone who was anyone was there, and some were even upset they didn't get an invite. Jay-Z has always been close to Diddy, as Diddy has been to every single Rock Nation brunch. And when they're at these brunches, they're celebrating Black excellence. It's like a gathering of the Black elite. Celebrities, sports stars, entertainers, all there having a good time. Now, since Diddy is always front and center, a close friend of Jay-Z, they could have still gone ahead with the brunch, but without Diddy. It would have been a smart move, because if Diddy wasn't there, it could have caused a big media frenzy. And you know how it is, once the media starts asking questions, it's chaos. And nobody has said anything about Diddy, either for or against him, so it's all up in the air. Another reason for the cancellation of Rock Nation brunch is that there are many other lawsuits going on. Meek Mill and Rock Nation are facing heat over allegations of unpaid compensation to documentary filmmakers, stirring up controversy and ethical concerns. Good Company Pictures filed a lawsuit claiming they hadn't received payment for their production services related to Meek Mill's concert at Madison Square Garden and the subsequent documentary work. Despite delivering their services as agreed upon, Good Company Pictures alleges they haven't been paid by Meek Mill or Rock Nation. The production company expected $200,000 for their work, but has yet to receive any payment, despite Rock Nation initially instructing them to invoice $100,000 directly to the company and assuring payment from Meek Mill for the rest. With all the buzz in Hollywood, the spotlight is firmly fixed on Diddy due to his declining health, ongoing lawsuits, and notably, his absence from the Grammys. Many fans see this as Diddy facing the repercussions of his actions, with karma finally catching up to him. People speculate that he may lose his power, fame, and wealth, and some even entertain the possibility of him ending up in jail. For those who have sought justice against him, it's a moment to sit back and watch as events unfold. However, many believe that whatever Diddy is experiencing now pales in comparison to the pain he may have caused others.